this is a spicy one. It's a little spicy.
Okay. Dear Jordan and Josh, for the past few months, my boyfriend and I have been crossing our boundaries too much and done things we now regret. We were planning on waiting for marriage, but we weren't strong enough to stand against lust and desires. I was just playing Desire by Ryan Adams on the guitar last night. That will bring a tear to a man's eye. I got up, I was like, man, I'm so inspired. What a great song. Went to, the harmonica part.
Oh, yeah.
I've got a harmonica that I can like have around my neck and play. I could not find that thing to save my life.
Oh,
I couldn't find it, and I have no clue no idea. It's killing me.
I wonder if there's anybody else that has nostalgia the way we do for mid 2000s Ryan Adams, the way that we do.
Very few. At first, we didn't care that much because we love each other, and in our hearts, we feel like we've already married. Well, I have.
In the eyes of God.
In the eyes of the only person who matters. We're both in the mid-20s and have been together for almost a year and a half now. But we are planning on getting married in the winter or early spring next year, although we are not officially engaged yet. But now we feel like this physical intimacy has been damaging to our relationship because we've been struggling with much guilt and a pregnancy scare.
Oh, that'll bring two people together.
Yes, it will. Our love for each other is still the same, but our issues have been distracting us, especially in our relationship with the Lord. We've still been involved in church, but we've both felt like we've not served wholeheartedly. So we've now decided to stop with all the intimacy so we can put Jesus at the center of our relationship again, and also so we can focus on building a strong and healthy relationship. I know this is the right thing to do, but still I struggle with desires, and I know it would be terrible to start a marriage based on that. So, do you have any advice on how to cope with this and how we can restore our good and healthy relationship with Jesus at the center of it all? Thanks. Okay. See, I understand this, but what the thing that I am when people are like, I'm struggling with the desire. Okay, there's a difference between like having a desire,
right?
And like, because that's normal. Like God built that.
No.
Get off me. Yeah. Which nobody knows what that's from. Get off me! I think this is where Christians go wrong. They lump all of everything in one, like lust, desire, and then sleeping with somebody, like which if you even lusted after a woman, then you've committed adultery. Okay. There's a difference between like, wow, I'm drawn to this person I'm really attracted to.
Right.
And like, I want to be in a marriage with them so that we can like do things.
I'm not allowed to think about it until we're married.
Right. That doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't
I should feel guilty. I'm a bad person if I ever even think.
So then that's what happens to Christians is they feel like, well, I've already thought about them, so now, and then, well, what's the point then? And
I know.
So I hate to see people kind of like go down this hole when in real life it's like, look, we were probably supposed to get married a lot younger than we are, and it's like we're doing the unnatural thing by being at the age where we should be doing this stuff. Right. But like because we're Christians, we're like we can't even think about it, and we need to
like instinctually, just the nature of thousands of years. It's like people were married by this point, probably mid-20s.
Married at like 17.
Yeah. So like
or whatever.
Just based on your ancestry, it's like, man, I should have been doing this stuff for the last 5 years, 6 years at least, So if you've known somebody for a year and you really like them and you think you're going to spend the rest of your life with them, it's just normal. It's just normal. To
want to, to have this thought of I would like to.
Yeah, because it's like, hey, and we can procreate because that's instinctual too.
But then we hold off on marriage for so long because we're like waiting for this to have confirmation from God that this is the perfect thing.
We got to go through all the marriage counseling. We got to get all our ducks in a row. We got to make sure we've made enough money. We got to do this. We got to do that.
Not to say any of this stuff is bad, but like it can be a real distraction to not actually doing what God intended us to do, which was to probably get married, younger than people are comfortable with at this point.
And then just stick with each other even when it's hard. Right. It's like, no, but what if you end up with the wrong person? You're not mature enough. It's like you're supposed to grow with the person.
Yeah, I think that's the part
Like-
that we're missing in this life.
Yeah, you're going to be different when you're 21 versus when you're 41, but you're also going to be different when you're 28 versus when you're 48.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, that's true, right?
So you
Yeah.
grow together, and even when that's hard, maybe even unnatural, like, oh, I don't know, maybe we shouldn't be together. It's like, no, you made the choice, dude. You did it. And now,
yeah.
now
At
you,
some point, you just got to take the leap of faith, and
Yeah.
that really is like trusting in God. It's not, is this the perfect person for me?
Right.
And okay, God, and an imperfect person, can you make this a perfect situation?
Right.
Right. I mean, that's like
do you think this person will be a good parent?
yeah, that. There you go.
And if the answer to that is yes, which trying to think of all the people I've met in the last several years, how many of them do I think would be good parents?
That's a good question.
Not a ton of them, but I wouldn't marry most of them.
Exactly.
I wouldn't marry
It
any of
whittles
them.
it down to a lot, a
Yeah.
very small. That's a good point.
Am I attracted to this person? Will they support me? And will they be a good parent? And if the answer to those questions is yes, then just get married. Just
Yeah.
get married.
Yeah, stop psychoanalyzing this. And yeah, I understand like keeping Jesus at the center of the relationship, but you know, yeah, they just need to
If
get
they're not
married.
like, it's not
They
like,
just need
oh
to get
no, we
married.
can't do this, and
Right, it's like
and Jesus is also this other factor. It's like it's just the whole thing is just the whole thing, like we're saying.
yeah. It's
Just
it's
get
all
married.
Right. It's not like Jesus. Yeah, you got the point. Yeah, I think you guys probably just need to get married.